You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Monday, September 7th, 2020. And today marks the start of Season 3 for the Catholic Sprouts podcast. If you have been with us from the beginning, thank you. If you are just listening to us today for the first time, welcome. We have been doing a daily podcast for 2 full years, and we're so excited of all that has happened, but we are even more excited for all that is to come. Today, we are going to kick off Season 3, but also remind you all of the mission that guides everything we do at Catholic Sprouts. Our mission is, let the Eucharist lead. Let the Eucharist lead. And of course, we know and believe that the Eucharist is the true presence of Jesus Christ, his body, soul, and divinity, come down to earth for us to consume and worship at Holy Mass. What we have realized as we have worked with this mission guiding us is that it can be a little bit hard to understand how that translates into our life. Yes, we believe that Jesus is truly present in the Eucharist, but in order to let the Eucharist lead, we need to be clear, crystal clear, on who we believe that Jesus Christ is. We need to really dig into knowing him and also allowing him to know us. So we are going to spend the next several weeks here talking almost exclusively about Jesus Christ. Our goal is that after listening to this weeks where we look at Jesus from all sorts of angles, we understand him as the real person that walked this earth. We understand what it means that he was fully God and fully human, the cross, the resurrection, it all. Our goal is that after listening to this all, you can answer this one key question. And it's a question that Jesus asked his disciples. We heard about it just a couple of weeks ago in the gospel reading at Sunday Mass. Jesus had been with his group of inner circle, closest followers, his disciples. He had been with them for nearly 3 years. And they were walking along near a city called Caesarea Philippi. And he turns to them and says, "So, what does everybody say about me? Who do they say that I am?" And of course, the disciples throw out all sorts of different answers. They say, some people say you're John the Baptist come back to life. Some people say you're a great prophet from the Old Testament. And Jesus says, okay, but who do you say that I am? And of course, we know that Peter jumps in with a profound response. He says, "You are the Messiah. You are the anointed one from God come to save us." And this is such a profound answer because it's the first time that the followers of Jesus are really saying this. After 3 years of watching him work miracles and preach, they finally are ready to say it. You are God. And so this question that Jesus puts to his disciples, he doesn't just ask them. This isn't something that just happened at that moment along the road. This is the question that Jesus is asking you. Who do you say that I am? In the quiet of your heart, or when you're on the bus and people are asking you about your faith, or when you're sharing in religion class or in family prayer at night, who do you say that Jesus is? And I'm not saying just you make a one-time statement about it, but your whole life is lived to support this statement. Who do you say that Jesus is? So we're going to spend the next couple weeks really learning about Jesus. But what I say here on the podcast is so unimportant compared to the searching that you do in your own heart. the way that you turn to God in prayer and beg Him, God, reveal to me who Jesus is and what that means for my life. And so, Sprouts, my challenge for you today is to begin this journey to really investigate who Jesus Christ is. But also selfishly, I challenge you, please, to support this podcast in prayer. It is our desire that when you listen, you don't learn about us, you don't hear my voice, but instead that God can use this to really stir your hearts and allow you to more fully understand Jesus Christ. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God created you to be. Once again, welcome to Season 3 of the podcast. If the Catholic Sprouts podcast has been powerful for you in any way, we simply ask that you consider sharing this podcast with another family or another teacher that might also enjoy listening. It is our joy to serve as many Catholic children as possible. So thank you for your help in spreading this podcast to others.